just in the nick of time. Star wound up the intro, and we're sitting here looking at each other and said, something's not right. Oh, we don't have any microphones.
Yeah, you were talking to me, and it was like this. I couldn't hear you.
Hey, we've been there before, but just in the nick of time, you get our wires untangled, and here we are.
Well-oiled.
Yes.
All right, what's the over-under that Derek's going to use that term today? Well-oiled machine.
I bet he does.
I bet so. As we welcome you into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show, delightful-looking Wednesday afternoon. Sammy Burnett, head football coach, athletic director. Saw a little bit of rain this morning. That was sure nice.
More like a wintry type day than it has been around the Christmas times. I hear it's supposed to get real cold later, but man, the weather has been nice but strange for this time of year. But this morning felt like a little bit of winter weather.
Going to turn a little bit cooler this weekend, so y'all get ready. Get your fire logs ready.
Yeah, I hear it's going to be real cold.
You got a fireplace at your place?
I do.
Do you use it?
When it gets cold, I do, and it puts off heat.
Oh, man. That sounds delightful.
Come over. Bring some hot chocolate or some cider or something.
Is Derek invited and Star?
Always.
All of us?
I don't know about Star.
Just bring the crew over.
Star picks on us a little bit. She sort of harasses us like my sister.
There's nothing on a cold
Matter of
day.
fact, she needs to meet my sister. They're pretty harassful folks.
I know your sister. I know that.
Yeah.
All right. But, there's nothing on a cold day like sitting in front of a fireplace and either watching a football game or something like that. It's
That's
pretty
true.
Cool. Drinking some hot chocolate, eating some ribs.
Eating some ribs,
sausage,
is that a hint? All
cheese.
right, I'll make y'all some. I hadn't made any ribs in a while.
Do you hear Derek? Derek, of course, was a big fan of your cheese, and that cheese was good.
Good.
I think he finagled Randy out of his.
Did you really? Oh, I see Randy. I see Randy.
Yeah.
Just gave it up, didn't he? He's either been real generous or doesn't like cheese and was being real nice.
I think I think he was being nice, as a matter of fact. Well, Coach, welcome in. And, of course, as we know, we've had to record the show a little bit early. By the time the show runs at 5:30, our Lady Lions and Lions have already played some basketball and both had a good day on Tuesday.
Yeah, man, I got to see the girls yesterday morning. I was a little late. I had a doctor's visit, but they played really well against the De Leon team. It was hard for me because I was having to try to keep up which team we were because they were both maroon and white, and I get sort of lost sometimes. But played extremely well, and talked to Coach Horst before that game, and she felt confident going to the game, even though we had a couple of girls out with some injuries or just some maybe not injured, but just some disabilities that maybe slow them down a little bit for the next couple of days. So. Maybe resting them, but played well the first game. Didn't see the second game against Coleman, but she felt real confident against Coleman, the team that they'd already played, and they came out victorious in that game and then made it to the boys' game last night. They finished off the day at the Coliseum against Abilene Wiley, which was a good basketball team, and our kids just outplayed them. Wiley came out pretty hot. They had a real big boy inside that could play the paint well and knew how to use his body when he got the ball, and had some great perimeter shooters, and we just followed through with the same thing. Kinsler and Moss inside in the paint is really good for us right now, and Jacob Hadaway got hot and hit some 3-pointers, and Bryce Monroe always does a great job of leading the team and getting everybody set up. And when he reminds me of Chet Byerly. Chet Byerly's father was a coach when I was at Brownwood right after Steve Booth was the coach, but Coach Byerly's son Chet was a gym rat, man. He was a basketball playing guy, but he'd never shoot. And when they got down or needed some points, Chet would start shooting and he'd start making, and that's what Bryce reminds me of. He's in the gym all the time. I'm watching him shoot all the time, and he distributes the ball well, but when he needs to shoot, he does, and he's got a hot hand most of the time, and I thought did a great job. And we had guys coming off the bench. I'm trying to think of who our fifth guy was. Who was our fifth guy? You remember, Stuck?
Ike played some.
Ike did play some, but who started? Ike's doing a good job.
Weston Burns started.
Yeah, Weston does a good job. We have, I think, part of our success that Coach Parker's having, I got to speak with him before the game, but we run, and I think we wear people down. But we also have a strong bench. You got Ike Hall, you got Thad Hines that come off the bench and put in good time and play a lot. And just I think the depth helps them. It allows them to keep running and wear people down. And boy, it's enjoyable to watch them play. I mean, it was never a blowout on either side throughout either part of the game. I don't know, was it maybe 8 points was the greatest lead on either side, but it stayed about a 6-point game most of the time, and it was an exciting game to watch, and we just persevered and took care of the ball and didn't have needless turnovers and made plays and put pressure on them, and there's more pressure we put on them, the more mistakes they made with their shooters, and it was all in all a good game. But Coach Parker's style of basketball I heard of in the interview process, and I liked what people said about what his kids do, and they're doing that now, and it's a reflection of the hard work that they're putting into it every day, and it's exciting to watch them play.
Well, no doubt about that. All right, earlier today, I know the Brownwood girls played Valley Mills, and of course we'll have an update on that on Monday. But they're playing Nolan Catholic at 6:40. Where's that?
That's going to be at the Coliseum.
Oh man, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, you need to go watch that game. Our girls are playing well. That Nolan Catholic team is solid.
I saw them play
They're
yesterday.
a good basketball team.
Fundamentally, they are.
Yeah, they're solid.
They got a little point guard.
They're the pick of the pool, and we're in that pool. But they're a good basketball team. They got everything you need. They got size, height. They got shooters. So it's going to be a good game for our girls, regardless of the outcome. If they play their potential, they will get better, and I hope maybe they can come up with a big win because that Nolan Catholic team's pretty good.
Yeah, that's at 6:40 coming up at the Coliseum. The boys played earlier today. We'll have an update on that later. They played Big Spring, I think.
That's going to be a good game to see as well, the results of.
And now the boys, there's a few more teams, so we don't know the rest of the schedule after noon today.
I don't think we do with the girls either. After today's games, it's all going to be based on seeding. As soon as we get those, I'll make sure Heather and Will get that information to you. But after this point, everything's seeded games.
All right. A lot of area teams, Goldthwaite girls and boys were unbeaten yesterday.
Yeah, it is a good tournament. It's a really good tournament. You got all levels. It's really fun to watch.
Sydney and Gustine are over here, and Harper. I love it.
I saw Santo play someone yesterday morning. Who did they play? Santo and Ballinger. Yep.
Yeah,
and then Alvarado was playing Dublin.
Yeah, how did that Alvarado boys game come out against Levelland yesterday? Did you see any of that, Derek?
I didn't see it. I think Alvarado won.
I didn't see it
either. I was
either.
kind of interested in that a little bit. But anyway, good basketball through tomorrow. Coliseum, Warren Gym. Single-day passes are $6. A two-day pass today and tomorrow, $10. So come on out and watch. I bet we see you there.
I saw y'all last night. I was up in the nosebleed section, and I was staring down at Stokely and Carl Wayne.
Were you? I felt a glare on us.
Did y'all go to that hospitality room?
I did.
Was it good?
They had some chili and some stuff to make some frito pies
There
and
you
stuff
go.
like that. Absolutely. So pretty good stuff. Wonder what's on the menu today, Derek.
I'll find out.
All right. I bet you do.
Even when back long time ago when I was a basketball coach, the hospitality room the tournament was worth going to because of the hospitality room. So you knew when you weren't playing, you could sit there and visit and had something to eat and drink and socialize. So those are always neat. And I actually cooked brisket for several of them at Vans. So that was my role. They let me out of class to go cook brisket. That's the honest truth. The principal, who's the superintendent at Melissa now, Keith Murphy, would say, "Hey, if you'll cook briskets for the hospitality room, I'll let you off on Thursday, Friday." I'm like, "I'm cooking briskets."
All right, man, that's awesome. All right, that is some good stuff. All right, the soccer alumni game yesterday actually went by and looked like they were having a good time out there.
They're always going to have a good time. There's going to be garbage talking, and some of them are going to realize they're too old to continue playing, and some are smart and will just sit and watch. But all in all, good time. It's great for program building, and it gives them opportunity to see our coaches and what they're doing out there. But when Coach Musqueda, Coach Swansea was big in starting that thing, and Coach Musqueda picked it up, and Coach Westerman, and it's a neat thing. I actually sat and watched the alumni baseball game. They asked me to play in it, and I'm like smart enough to know I'm too old.
Oh, come on now.
Well, I wear
as old as
I
Digger.
can't
He's
see.
been playing in that thing.
Yeah, but he can still see. I can't see anymore, and I learned playing in a softball game against our kids at Farmersville that you can't look to the side and see through these glasses. They got too many different
Oh.
ranges, so I struggled a little bit. I was lucky that I caught the balls hit to me and was able to. I did hit a grand slam to win that sucker,
There
but
you go.
I had to take my glasses off to do that. And that softball is a lot bigger, and it was slow pitch, so it was going a lot slower. So I was smart enough to know my limits. I can't play in a alumni baseball game. Maybe I could umpire it. Me and Digger could umpire. We used to umpire together.
There you go. Hey, absolutely.
Me and
I wonder if
Glenn.
they're going to try to play that this year. the
I
alumni
think they're
game.
going to try.
That's
He
always
tried.
fun.
We tried in the past, but that's a neat deal.
Well, it is. All right, man, great stuff today. Anything else Lady Line or Line athletic-wise before we talk some college football?
No, just, soccer's on its way. The girls are going to kick off here real quick. The boys will have their first scrimmage coming up in early January, and so I'm looking forward to that. And just continuing basketball. I think Coach Hort starts district basketball next Friday, I think it is, against Glenrose, so getting amped up for that. Glenrose has that 7-foot Goliath young lady, or however tall she
Her
is.
dad
She's
is
close.
7'2".
Yeah, she's close. She's tall. She's real tall. She sat there on the volleyball net and just put her hands up and would tip the ball down. So,
Amy Pippin.
yeah,
Or
so
flipping.
we're going to have our hands full with them, but it's going to be neat to get district kicked off and running.
Yeah, we met her parents at Eatery on their way to our volleyball game, and I got that picture with her dad, who played at Baylor, by the way.
Well, her dad, I didn't know it was her
John.
dad until I saw him stand up across the gym from me, and he is so tall that from his elbow to his fingertips was like a leg. I'm like, goodness gracious.
When he played at Evant, he was 6'10". He went to college, and now he's 7'2", is what his wife was telling me. He's a big feller.
So he didn't hit his growth spurt till he got to college?
Can you imagine playing at Evant at 6'10"? My goodness. All right, good people, though. Really nice people they are.
They're very supportive, you can tell.
No doubt about that. All right, so we're getting ready. Yeah, Glenrose a week from Friday. Man, getting ready for a little district.
It's crazy that district's fixing to kick off, isn't it?
Man, no doubt. And the boys will start the following Friday, I
right.
think, on the 14th. Boy, I really did good on our college bowl picks yesterday. I want to brag on myself. I was perfect.
You sure were. Congratulations.
Same as usual.
I was fixing to say some things never change.
I was a perfect 0-3.
Well, that's a good start.
I missed Auburn, Houston, Air Force, Louisville, and Mississippi State. I picked to beat Tech. Boy, that didn't work out too good.
No, it sure didn't.
How about the Red Raiders, though?
I like Sonny Cumby, like everything he does. I liked him when he was at TCU. I thought he did a great job of running the Red Raiders, and they played a typical bowl game for Tech. They just seem to go out and beat everybody they play in bowl games. So they could correlate the season to that and get more consistent during the season, then they'll be a better football team.
Yeah, and of course you picked. You were 2-1, I believe, on your picks.
I was. I
the
lost.
one you missed was
Air Force
and Louisville.
Mhm.
Yeah, how about Air Force? 31-28.
I was thinking that Lamar Jackson was still playing for Louisville. That's why I picked him.
And of course, Houston beat Auburn. That was kind of a shocker to me, but way to go, Cougars!
Yeah,
2 Texas teams win yesterday.
doesn't surprise me.
We got some more bowl games going on right now as we speak. Clemson and Iowa State. I picked Iowa State in that one.
Clemson.
And then tonight at 8:15, Oklahoma plays Oregon. I picked Oklahoma.
So did I. I don't know why. I do not like Oklahoma. I've
Boomer
been
Sooner.
very vocal about that. Who they is Venables their canoe coach?
Max Venable. Not Max. What's his name?
Brent Venable.
Brent Venable. Is that Max's brother?
I'll tell you what, I do like him. I like him a lot. That makes me maybe have to no.
Yeah. Yeah, he's okay. And then, of course, we have more games tomorrow. The Peach Bowl and then the Gator Bowl on Friday, and then the Cotton Bowl with Alabama, Cincinnati on Friday as well, and the Orange Bowl on Friday. There's some good bowl games coming up here.
That's right. I'm getting excited. When are the Big Four, the Big Two?
This is Saturday.
This Saturday?
The Cotton Bowl at 2:30 with Alabama, Cincinnati. The Orange Bowl at 6:30 with Georgia and Michigan, both Saturday, back-to-back.
We picked those already, didn't we?
We did. I picked Alabama to beat Cincinnati and Georgia to beat Michigan. You picked Michigan.
I did pick
All right.
Michigan.
I got a chance
If the
to catch up.
Wolverines can run the rock, they're going to be successful.
I'm looking at some of my picks, and I may, I may go over on some of these college bowl picks. I may be 0-13 by Monday.
I think you got at least one winner in there, and that Alabama game's going to be
beating Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen.
You
But
know,
it may not. You never know.
I'm going to root for Cincinnati. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Cincinnati too.
So we'll see how it comes up. All right. Anything else, Coach, on the show today?
Yeah, let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter Johnson Associates, Smith & Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, The Real Talk with Chad Valdez Podcast, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Tees.
Coach, thank you as always. We'll see you out and about at the Texas Bank Holiday Classic.
I will be there. Have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. Coaches show every Monday and Wednesday at this time here on 101.3 KOXE, your mobile app, and KOXE.com, and the Facebook page. That's what I was trying to think of, KOXE KBWD. Star is back, and welcome back, Star, our producer engineer.
Yes.
You're welcome.
We're going to start calling
See
you
y'all.
Shannon.